beautiful souls. So I wanted to make this IGTV because I've been receiving heaps of questions about what actually happens in my intuitive women's circles. So I wanted to make this video just to share with you a little bit about the experience, a little bit about what you can expect, a little bit about what actually happens on the evening. So they are all about learning how to tune back into your intuition. And one of the questions I've had is, what if I'm not very good at it? And this is what this space is for. It doesn't matter what your ability is. It doesn't matter if you aren't even sure if you're connected to your intuition. It doesn't even matter if you don't even know what that feels like. It doesn't matter if you've been practicing intuition for years. This is a space where you can come and learn to reconnect within. Or maybe you're finding it hard in your busy life to actually have some time to listen to your soul or to tune into your intuition. So this monthly space is for you to clear away any of the blocks and any of the stagnant energy through some beautiful rituals and practices, which I'll talk a bit about in a minute, and allow yourself to receive some guidance from within on whatever it is that you are seeking guidance on in your life, whether it's a situation that you feel stuck with, or maybe there's an area of your life that feels blocked and not flowing. You can come along with that intention, or maybe it's simply, I just want to learn how to tune into my intuition and learn how to sense it within my body or my mind, or however it is that you naturally sense it, because we are all naturally intuitive. It is just a matter of learning how to reconnect with that if that connection has been a little bit muddied and a little bit stagnant or blocked. So yeah, it doesn't matter what your abilities are. So one of the things that we do in the sessions, we work through a framework, and the framework is on my website at stephdemetrius.com in the free resources section, and we work through the same framework. It's a really simple, basic framework. It's very practical, and you can tailor it to your needs and your intuition. So we work through this framework every session, and the first step is acknowledging. So we acknowledge what it is we want to work on, whether that is, I just want to tune into my intuition, or whether it's, I want some guidance on this situation in my life or this area of my life. We sit and acknowledge that. And then the second step is creating space. And this is where the practical part comes in. So we create space in the mental, the emotional, the energetic, and the physical arenas. Because when we have blocked emotions and blocked energy in these areas, it's really hard to sense our intuition. So we work through all of those four arenas in multiple different ways. So for the physical arena, we do some sort of movement. It might be like a dance. You don't have to have any special dance moves. It is just literally an embodiment practice. It's feeling where the resistance is in your body and then moving and letting yourself shift it. That's just one example for the physical. And then we have the emotional. And the emotional is about feeling and embodying our emotions and letting them shift through us. And when we give ourselves time to actually feel our emotions, studies have actually shown that within 60 to 90 seconds, they pass through us. So it's a really safe space for you to come, even if you've got an uncomfortable emotion, for you to come and sit with that and actually have a space held for you that feels really comfortable and safe, and let yourself heal that emotion and shift it. One of the other things I'm doing as well is I'm also a kinesiologist, a Reiki master, and an intuitive healer. So if you know anything about kinesiology, we work on the subconscious, and we work on finding emotions that are blocking you from experiencing what it is that you want to experience in life. So I actually tune in to the collective energy in the room. I base the whole session on that energy. I feel it throughout the session, and I'm guided by my intuition as to what we need to practice next. So I actually muscle test a couple of emotions. So after tuning into the collective energy on the night, I muscle test, which is a practice that kinesiologists use for tuning into the energy, and I muscle test 2 emotions. And then you, whoever you are, if you're on there on the night, you feel into which one of those emotions most resonates with you, and then we work on releasing that. Sorry, it's flying here. And as we release those emotions, we start to open up that intuitive connection again. So that's a little bit about on that process. We do a little bit of work around clearing the mental stories in your mind as well. So the doubts, the fears, whatever it is that your ego and your mind are telling you around, you can't achieve it, you don't believe you can do it, all of those blocks that your ego is telling you that sometimes it's easy to get caught up in and believe. So we work on that as well. And then we work on the energetic too. So there's lots of different practices that we use for the energetic. We do meditation, we do work with crystals, there's all sorts of different things for the energetic. And then we spend some time at the end tuning back into why it was that you came to the session, and we ask some specific questions to your soul. So we ask for some guidance, we ask for some practical next steps, And then once we come out of that meditation and you've written down the guidance you've received, if you are still doubting it at that stage, because sometimes we can receive that guidance and it might have been something that was simply floating around our head for weeks or days and we already knew it, we just weren't listening to it, which is more often the case than not. And that simple guidance might have been just floating around in your mind, and you might write it down and feel like maybe that's not enough. Like, is that too simple? Or maybe it feels too out of alignment from what you've been doing in your life. Maybe your intuition is asking you to go in a totally different direction, and your ego is doubting that. We do practices after we come out of that meditation to help you confirm the information that you received. And some of the women in the last session showed me what their confirmations were, and it blew my mind. You receive a confirmation of that information coming through so you can empower your trust and grow your trust within the session. And you will leave the session with an action step to take next after the session from your intuition. Because all the answers that we need are inside us. It's just in these busy lives, allowing ourselves time and knowing the practices that work for us to actually just tune back into that space. We also go into things like the energetic blueprint, so understanding your energy and understanding how to read your energy. And when you can do that and you have these powerful tools and you can take your power back energetically, it's amazing. It's amazing how you can feel your way through your day and through your life and start to tune into this space and start to understand more about how to support yourself, more about how to clear your energies, how to work with your energy. So we talk about that each session. So I share a little bit about how to read your energy, what to do with that information, moving forward as well. So I hope that has given you a little bit of an overview of what happens in the sessions. They're very practical. It's a very safe space. It's incredible. I love this work. I love the beautiful women who show up. Really, really keen to tune back into their souls and to live a soul-led life. So if you have any more questions, please email me at info@stephdemetrius.com or come and DM me over on Instagram. My handle is @stephdemetrius. All the links are in my bio and I can't wait to see you soon. Mwah!